What's up, mi gente? It is your girl Becky, and I am back, and we have the two-parter. Yes, two-parter. I knew I was gonna do content 2 times today. I just didn't know what I wanted to do, but I ended up thinking birth plan and hospital bag, and I was like, oh my god, this is fantastic. So I decided to go to Google, of course, and there is like a 2-page thing. This is from my hospital of where I went, and I love the fact that I have it. But you know what? We are going to read about it, and I will let you guys know exactly what went through when I was in delivery, because it was completely different than when you had this. So if you guys like this content, give it a big thumbs up, and if you have any more suggestions, comment below, and we are going to get started. Alrighty. Okay, birth plan. Why do you need a birth plan? Because if you have a boy, you need to know if you're gonna circumcise. Girl, like, you just need a regular general birth plan, period. Because you don't want to end up being in the most intense pain that you have in your life, and then them telling you, but wait a minute, what do you want to do? Circumcise? Do you want to have an epidural? Do you want to have this? Do you want to have that? Do you want to have that? You don't want to be like, wait a minute. Okay, let's talk about this. If you could have gone to Google and done birth plan. Okay? So, this is what it says. Name, due date, labor companions, partner, whatever, healthcare provider. Mine, I never even used her. She's the best. And then my kid didn't want to wait because she was coming in at 7 and he was born at 6:35. Fine. Anyways, for labor, dim lighting, play music, quiet, wear my own clothing, bring things from home like blankets or photos, aromatherapy, videos, photos. In my hospital, we couldn't do video, but every hospital is different. Mobility. I prefer to maintain all mobility. I prefer to be able to move around in my bed only, or mobility is not important to you. I ended up moving a lot, and that's what I checked on mine. Hydration and nourishment. I would like to eat light snacks, drink fluids. It would not bother me to have an IV, or I prefer a saline lock if the placement of an IV is required by my hospital. I ended up drinking and water, and my delivery was really fast, so I didn't have time to eat. Monitoring. I prefer my baby to be monitored as minimal as possible. Would like as much possible monitoring. I prefer the method that allows me to remain mobile, or fetal monitoring position, or fetal monitoring in bed is fine. Pain relief, non-medical options is relaxation, changing positions, walking, visualization, massage, fitness ball, breathing, tub shower, hot cold pads. Medical, analgesic, epidural, or I prefer that pain medication only be offered to me at my request. I did the my request thing because I didn't want them to tell me, and they even went in and asked me, and then they told me the reason they asked me was because the guy was off in half hour and they weren't going to have anybody else available till later, but whatever. Anyways, augmentation, methods to speed up my labor if need be. First, I like to try non-medical methods. Prefer that my practitioner breaks my bag. Prefer that my bag breaks on its own. Not minding if having Pitocin, as long as you know what the risks involve. Prefer to receive an IV of Pitocin knowing the risk involved. That is just while pre-done to, pushing baby out. Okay, pushing. I prefer to wait to push until I feel the urge or until my baby descends. I would like to use variety of positions. I would like to a mirror be placed. I didn't do that. I mean, I like medical stuff, but I wouldn't want to see my hoo-ha expanding. I might do for my second one. I don't know. I like to push whenever I feel like it. I would like to be directed when pushing. I prefer any natural tearing over an episiotomy. I would not mind having an episiotomy. I would like to avoid forceps or vacuum extraction unless absolutely necessary. I would like to touch my baby's head as it crowns. I would like my healthcare provider to hand me the baby immediately if there are any complications. Okay. Birth and baby care. By the way, it's 2 pages. This is why it's going to take a while. I would like to hold my baby skin to skin immediately after birth and breastfed as soon as possible. I would like blank to cut the umbilical cord. Husband, partner, whoever you want, okay? Don't be pressured. Don't be pressured. I had my husband, so duh. I prefer to have the cord cut immediately. I actually let them not cut it so soon. I don't know why. I would like to wait to have the cord cut until the baby receives all the blood from the placenta. I think that's why. I would like to donate the umbilical cord. I would prefer the routine hospital procedures be done while I hold my baby if possible. I would like the routine of tests, shots, procedures for my newborn. I prefer to choose the tests that are done and discuss it with my baby's pediatrician ahead of time. I am breastfeeding exclusively and don't want my baby to be given passies, bottles, or formulas. I plan to formula feed only. I prefer a combination of breastfeeding and formula feeding. I want to room in with my baby. If I have a boy, I prefer to have him circumcised. If I have a baby boy, I don't want him circumcised. I would like my baby's hearing to be tested. In case of a cesarean, I would like blank to accompany me during surgery. If possible, I would like 2 people to accompany me. If anesthesia is the choice for me, I would prefer epidural. If anesthesia is a choice for me, I would prefer spinal. If possible, I would like music played in the operating room. I would like to drape screen lowered during surgery so I can see the birth. I would like the surgeon to describe the surgery as he or she goes along. I would like to have video or photos taken. I would like my support person to cut the cord. I would like to have at least 1 arm release so I can hold my baby right away. I would like to breastfeed as soon as possible in the recovery room. There is reasons why this checklist is amazing. You don't have to use this at all. You could probably just be labor. You don't care. It could be light, it could be dark, whatever. Mobility, you don't know if you would like to move around a lot or not move around a lot. So that you will know when you get there. Hydration and nourishment. Some hospitals would suggest not eating snacks. Mine was more like applesauce, pudding, and then water. Just stuff like that. But I actually did more water because I delivered fast. So yeah. Monitoring. If you have an epidural or they give you Pitocin, you will not be able to move out of the bed, so they will be already monitoring your progression. But if you would like to move a lot and do all that stuff, try pushing off the epidural as much as possible until the very end, just because once the epidural comes in, they want you to stay in bed. Pain relief, non-medical, you will know what would be comfortable for you. I hated sitting down. I actually ended up getting the IV that I was given, and I was just rocking back and forth. But because I had to rock, I couldn't stay still, and that worked for me. I didn't know I was having contractions. I thought it was just Braxton Hicks, so they gave me pain medication through my IV, but it still made me not drowsy, and it actually let me still be able to walk around, which I'm so happy. Speeding up labor, I never had to actually do that because my kid, he came, okay? He came. Pushing, I actually left that for the nurses and the doctor just because this is my first child, and I would rather have the professionals tell me exactly what to do. They went to school for it for so long, and I feel like it would be insulting to be like, shut up, I don't want to hear you, let me do it on my own. If that was the case, you wouldn't even be going to the hospital. You would be doing a home birth, wouldn't you? So if the doctor tells you something, say, I love that you give me a suggestion. Let me think about it. Let me talk to my partner. Or be like, oh my God, doctor, yes, I don't care. Do it. Okay? Just hear the doctor out because they're there for a reason, okay? Baby, birth and baby. After baby's born, mine had to be rushed to to an incubator because he was only 34 weeks along. So, you know, you have to, think about the baby. Yes, you want to carry him and do all this stuff, but if the baby needs to be really looked through to see if the lungs developed or anything, let the professionals do this. Once he was done, my husband ended up carrying him, which I got jealous, by the way. But he was bringing the baby to me, so I kind of got over it. And I could only hold him for 2 minutes because they really wanted to rush him up to the NICU just in case his lungs weren't developed or anything else was happening. They had the most amazing staff upstairs because it was, I think, 3rd or 4th floor. I don't even remember anymore. But they are amazing. And as a thank you, I went a year after when he turned 1. And I bought them donuts and I just gave them to them. 1 box for the morning staff and 1 box for the afternoon. So I really hope they do appreciate that I really am appreciative of what they did with me. Like, they were amazing, and it's just, they were amazing, and they made me feel very comfortable, But anyways, off track. Let's get this. I've never had cesarean. I do have a friend that did 3 cesareans, so I might have her come to my channel and talk about this. So I can't really talk to you guys that much because I don't know about it at all. If you have a boy, circumcised or not. I actually gave that decision to my husband because I don't have a penis. I have a vagina, and I don't know what it's like to have a penis. So why can't the guy with the penis decide for the other guy's penis to be cut off or not? Not castrated, but circumcised, Don't be switching my words all over the place, Anyways, I know I'm rambling. This is what the birth plan was for me, and to tell you the truth, I only used these questions. Mobility, epidural or not. Epidural if I end up doing a C-section. Circumcision. That's all they asked for me. And that's all I gave them. Either way, you can always print this out. They are online. You can print them out, have it all filled out, just in case the nurses are like, oh, hey, and you're in too much pain, just tell your partner, get the thing out and give it to her. And they can see everything that you checklist. Alright guys, so this is all I have for you guys today. If you like this content, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any more suggestions, go ahead and comment down below. If you like more of this, just let me know. And I have Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. And I actually do more Instagram and Snapchat than anything else. If you guys want to follow me, it's Becky BC. And again, thank you for watching. And I don't know why I keep snapping, but thank you for watching my content. For some reason I can't speak today. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.